Hi my darlings, hi my loves, and welcome back to another video. If you are new here, my name is Co-Dependency. If you are a returning subscriber, hey doll, and welcome back home. Happy New Year. This is our first sit down for 2023. I think I wanted to do this one specifically because sorry guys, it is so hot. I actually can't believe how hot it is, but yeah, I think I wanted to do this video specifically because, as you guys know, I've recently got into a relationship, and I just wanted to share you guys how I went about my self-healing journey, my detachment journey, my codependent journey, or anything that has to do with me being, how do I put this? Being ready to be in a relationship, rather. Let me say that. This is the things that I did that made me ready to be in a relationship right now. The things that made sense to me to be like, okay, cool, I'm ready to date. I'm ready to, I don't want to say settle down, but I'm definitely ready to date. And I had to unlearn all of these things. But most importantly, I had to understand that I can't put so much of what has happened to me onto the next person, because that will fuck up everything. So I don't know if this is a girl talk, reinventing myself, or just things that I did prior to me finally being in a relationship or being with somebody that I'm with right now, right? So I took the liberty, as per usual, to write three of the things that helped me become ready for the relationship that I am currently in right now. And I'm not gonna lie to you, it is a somewhat of a process. You don't just wake up and you are fine now. You don't just wake up and you are okay. It takes so much time, guys. It takes so much time to unlearn things, to stop being triggered, because there's so many things that can trigger in a new relationship. I have had so much triggers. I am so grateful for my patient boyfriend, because I get triggers literally every other second. And it's at a point where now he might make a joke about it. Like, he'd see me quiet and he'd be like, are you triggered? And I'm just like, why are you being a black parent? Sorry, you know, black parents will be like, oh, depression, so I'm just like, stop that. But I think it's coming from a good place, obviously, and then we would try to work on it. A certain incident happened, obviously, that I'm not gonna I'll share one day, but it happened, and I've never had someone who was so patient with me to be like, I want you to understand 1, 2, 3, and this is not going to happen, but also you need to meet me halfway, in the sense of I'm not going to do what they did. You know what I'm saying? But in the back of your head, you're like, boy, you're a man. You'll do everything that you said you wouldn't do, okay? Men will be like, I'll never hurt you, I'll never do what that man did, and then they go and do the exact same thing that they said they wouldn't do, you know? So it's always at the back of your head to be like, you know. And I was having this thing where I was even speaking to my aunt about it, and I'm just like, why is this person saying I love you so soon? Why is this person doing this? Guys, I'd question, not that I would question, I still question everything. Like, even the flowers, I was like, why are you sending me flowers? And then he's like, because you deserve them. And I'm just like, do you want to go and do something, so you want to send the flower? Guys, I question everything. And obviously that is PTSD, but I cannot always be questioning things, because now it's coming into the new relationship and I'm bringing it to this person, and he has nothing to do with what happened to the past. You get me? So there is few things that I had to unlearn, and these 3 are literally the top 3 of them all. I might add the 4th one, I'm not sure, but yeah. So the first one is, you know, I write on my phone. One thing about me, baby, I will write everything on my phone, okay? So the first one is detaching, right? So I wrote 3 points down. The first one is, find a solid reason why you need to detach, and remind yourself every day if you ever feel like you're falling back. This is me going back to what happened in my previous relationship. It was so hard for me to detach from this person, because I just felt like I need to make it work no matter what. But I knew for a fact that he is doing something that is draining me constantly every single day. You get what I'm saying? But I just said to myself, I need to be there for him, and I'm not going to leave him until I actually find the strength to do it. And I always say this, you cannot advise a woman who is in love and a man that has money. You cannot. That is why whenever I give advice, I'm just like, okay guys, I'll give you advice, but if you take it sharp, if you don't take it sharp, you know what I'm saying? Because I know a woman that is in love, you can't tell her anything. It's like telling your friend to leave her man. Baby, she's not gonna leave her man. She's never not gonna leave her man. So if you can find something, like I said, it says here, find something, find a solid reason why you need to detach. If this person, I was in a manipulative relationship, is it manipulative? Abusive? What if, yeah, but it was a lot of manipulation that was involved there, you know? And I found a reason. I found a solid reason why I need to detach from myself, because I'm being constantly manipulated. Like, I cannot deal with that anymore. So if you know that there's one thing that this person is constantly and consistently doing, then that is your number one reason to be like, okay, fine. This is one thing that is going to make me lose this person. This is one thing that is going to make me go away from this person. This is this one thing that is going to make me be like, okay, cool, I'm done. And I'm going to start letting go small, by bit. Right? So finding a solid reason that will, be it a friendship, be it a relationship, a romantic relationship, be it if your friend is toxic in a sense of you don't like how they talk to you when they're angry, how they talk to you when something's going on, then find a particular reason to be like, okay, this is the reason that is making me drift away from this person, and I'm going to stick by it. Every time that person does it, that should be a reminder to you to be like, you don't want to stick for this. You don't want to be here for this. This person is consistently doing something that you don't like. So why are you still here with that person? You get what I'm saying? So that should be a solid reason why you be like, I'm leaving. And this is why I'm leaving. So whenever you go back to that person and be like, I left you because you are toxic, then you go back and be like, you did 1, 2, 3 on this specific day. Then there's no it's gonna be like, I'm kumbulmin, because you remember. This is what I always say. And if you're an OG follower, you know I always say this. The doer doesn't know what he did to the doer, something like that. But yeah, if you Google that, yeah, the person that does the things that does not remember, but the person that the things were done to, they definitely will remember them, you know? So that is number one. Find a solid reason why you need to detach from this person. Right? Cool. The second one is start small, because you won't be able to completely detach yourself overnight. Start getting rid of small things that remind you of this person, be it a phone number, be it pictures, be it clothing, whatever. Start small, you know. With me, my previous relationship, I think I did start small. Actually, I first started deleting the pictures, I started deleting the conversations, and my thing is, once you delete the pictures and you know that you can't get them back, it's such a big step, but also it's also a small step, because it's a small step to something great. You get what I'm saying? So you start by deleting the pictures. Maybe today you delete 2, tomorrow you delete 5, the next day you start deleting the messages, the next day you're like, okay, cool, I'm ready to delete his numbers. I think the last one is definitely the numbers. Like, I started with the pictures and then the WhatsApp conversations, because obviously I think when you're in love with someone, you constantly go back to read the messages to be like, oh my god, Sam. But then once you guys start being in a weird space, that's when you be like, well, you know. So start small, delete 2 pictures here, delete the conversation here, like delete get rid of, if he gave you a hoodie, take that hoodie back. Anything that might want to remind you of that specific person, I think it's best if you start getting rid of it, but small by small. Because I feel like if you just take everything at once, some people can do that, don't get me wrong, some people can do that, but it's a bit overwhelming because you're not left with nothing. But if you gradually let go of something, and I just feel like when you let go of the things bit by bit, it's almost like, okay, I can do this because I let go of that picture that I love so much, but I'm still fine, I'm okay. I let go of the one memory that we had at in Cape Town, but I'm okay. So if I let go of more things, I will be okay. But if you just take one thing at once, it's going to be so hard for you to bounce back from that, because you just got rid of everything, not even a slight memory. You get what I'm saying? So start small. Be, like I said, be it a picture, be it whatever that you can start with, start small. Don't take everything at once, because it's gonna rock you. You are definitely gonna get rocked by that. So yes, start small and get rid of all the things that you feel like they remind you of this person. Okay, cool. Cool. The next one is keep yourself preoccupied. I'm not saying you guys should keep yourself preoccupied the way I did, but I'm sorry, I went clubbing every day of my life. If you're an OG follower, you know this. I was clubbing every day of my fucking life. Yeah, I said there's no way. I'm gonna drink my sorrows away. For some reason that helped me. It definitely did help me. I don't know how, I don't know why, but it definitely did help me because I was not thinking about this person. Also, I used alcohol as an alternative. It was wrong. It was so bad because you forget you forget now, and then when you wake up in the morning, it's a cycle again. But for some reason it worked for me. There was a time, guys, in 2021, if you remember properly, me and Maria were going to Black Door every day of our fucking lives. Don't act like it. Don't. If you've been following me for that long, then you know that I was going through the most in 2021, and I was going out every... Was it 2021? When did COVID hit? I don't remember if it was last. I don't remember. Was it last year or 2021? Yeah, but I was not going. No, it was 2021. Yeah, because I was still staying in Santa. Yeah, 2021. So I literally went out every day. But also I think my YouTube also helped because I was taking videos, I was filming every day. But also I'm still consistent. I'm actually consistent, so that was part and parcel of it. But if anything, lunches, dinner, anything that would keep me preoccupied, I would do that because I don't want to think about that person, and I don't want to think about anything that has to do with them because I'm trying to forget you. Slowly but surely that will definitely come to pass because you are not paying attention to anything that they're doing. And it helps also not following them on social media. That's why it goes back to you getting rid of some of the things bit by bit. If you follow each other on social media, maybe don't unfriend him, but don't unfollow him, sorry, rather, but maybe mute him so that you don't see his stuff. You know, it mustn't be something so gradual. When you mute them, you know you can go back and watch their stories, but the fact that you muted them, that means that you can go back and be like, okay, cool, I've stayed without seeing this person's stories for the past 3 days. I should be fine for not seeing them for the rest of my life. You get what I'm saying? So keep preoccupied. Make sure that you have something that is keeping you busy so that you can get your mind off this, because having to detach is literally work on its own. And if you have any more that you want to add on to the ones that I just added, by all means, please do. But those are the 3 that I had written down that I have personally experienced. You guys know every single time I say or I do a sit down is because this is things that I personally experienced. Do you get what I'm saying? Cool. So the next one is codependency. I am still fighting this one. I am still fighting codependency, be it in my relationship, be it in my friendship. I am still very much codependent, and I don't know when am I going to snap out of it, but also I am trying. But also I feel like the way that I'm trying is rocking me because I do it so much in an instant where I pause and I don't talk to a specific person because I feel like I've talked to this person enough. Or I feel like I've talked to this person a lot. Now I haven't spoken to this person for a day. My mind goes crazy. What are they thinking? What did I do wrong? Like, why aren't you talking to me? And I'm just like, oh my God, oh my God. But also, what is codependency? And I wrote it down from what I understand. Codependency is when you rely on someone for all your emotional health, even your identity. This is when women, we lose ourselves in relationship because we can't see ourselves outside of the relationship. We can't see ourselves being happy without the person. This is when the clinginess happens. Of course, some people like the clinginess. It's cute to some extent. But this is what happens when people are codependent. The clinginess happens. You being needy. Now you're mad that this person didn't call you for 2 days. You get what I'm saying? So that is what happens as well. And what I think I wrote this one because I truthfully believe you can fetch me, you can drag me for this, but I just feel like some of us who have daddy issues are very codependent, especially on men, because we've never ever had that type of love before. We've never experienced love from a male perspective. You get what I'm saying? So this is why I wrote this down. It sometimes happens when you had a traumatic event in your life, especially in your childhood, in a sense of you've never had a relationship with a caregiver. Drag me all you want, fetch me all you want, entirely up to you, but this is how I feel. So this is where the woman or the ladies go out of their way to be loved by men, because we don't know how it feels like to be loved by men. This is when we fall into the wrong arms. This is where we get hurt because we want it so bad. I had to snap out of that because I had to snap out of that because I realized that how many people will you be jumping from? You know, you're just jumping from one. Just one person says I love you. You know, just one person says I like you. You're already in there. You're doing everything humanly possible to keep this person happy, but you are taking away so much from yourself because you want this person to love you unconditionally, because you've never experienced that. Daddy issues are a real thing, and I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and say they aren't. Baby, they are. And if you don't deal with them, you are not gonna make the most amazing partner. In as much as you guys are gonna be like men are toxic, we also as women need to be, as men as well, because men also do have some form of issues if their father was not present in their life. You get me? Therapy does help, but also it has to come from within, guys. I don't want to well, personally for me, it came from within. I had to reach down and be like, reach like within and be like, listen, your dada was not there, but you cannot keep wanting these men to fill a void that cannot be filled at the end of the day. You have to fill that void by loving yourself. You have to fill that void by telling yourself that it's okay that happened to me, but I'm letting somebody in, and I have to be understanding that this is not my father. And in order for you to deal with that, you have to see a therapist. I'm sorry, you need to talk to somebody. We need to talk to somebody. I never thought I needed a therapist until I was like, okay, cool. I need to work on myself. I need to be all right when I start dating. I need to be okay when I start dating. I need to understand that this person will not be there all the time. Guys, I'm an overthinker. Oh, one thing about me, I'm an overthinker. I will overthink the most slightest. And when I say slightest, I mean the most slightest thing. I can sit here and be like, yesterday we spoke for 5 minutes. Today we spoke for 4 minutes and 53 seconds. What happened to the other 7 minutes? And some people will think, oh, you crazy. Guys, it is PTSD. It is a traumatic thing. Overthinking mostly happens to people that are codependent. I'm not going to lie to you. So now you'll be sitting there thinking, that 7 minutes, what was he doing? He said he's going to call you at 5. It's 5:05. Oh, Leo, 5 minutes, you're gonna go crazy. And you just like, can you just sit down, calm down and relax? What if he's busy doing something? What if she's busy doing something? What if she's caught up in something that she can't let go now, but she's definitely gonna call you? I've had to teach myself these things, that people are busy. People have lives, and people will be busy with their lives. You can't be always wanting people to be there for you. Guys, if there's one thing that I've learned is, in as much as I give, I can't receive as much as I want to, because people are not like you. You know, people are definitely not like you. You can be the most giving person and people won't give back. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong. Actually, I wanted to make a prime example about what's currently happening on social media right now, but let me not, because I don't want to trend for the wrong reasons, and I don't want to trend because of this girl. But I just feel like people who are codependent are so emotional because they give so much. You get what I'm saying? We feel like if we give so much of ourselves that people will say, oh, this person actually does care about me, let me give back. No, babe. People will take and not give back. And that's okay, because that's not who they are. That's who you are. You get what I'm saying? So sometimes don't give too much. Be a bit selfish. Do you get me? Be a bit selfish, because that's what is literally going to help you heal in this world, you know? So the next one is relationship dependency. You don't even feel complete without your partner. I think I made mention of this one, that without them you feel like life is falling, it's dying. I literally texted my man yesterday. I was like, baby, you didn't talk to me for 2 days. He said, we literally spoke for 2 hours yesterday. I said, but then I just feel like I had to go back to be like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. I think I didn't realize that we spoke for so long, but it just felt like it wasn't enough. But also I have to understand that this person is busy. He won't have my time all the time. And when he does, he makes sure that he covers every element of what he wanted to talk about. So people are busy. Stop making stupid scenarios in your head. People are busy. People have lives. Okay, you should have one as well. This is why you need hobbies to do, so that you can keep your mind off things, so that you don't have to be thinking about such things. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. The next one is codependent people tend to stay in relationships, be it romantic or friendships, because they are scared of being by themselves. Very, very wild for me to say that, because last year I literally said to myself, no, sorry, 2 years ago, I said to myself, I'm going to be single. And if I want to see multiple people, multiple people, I definitely will. But for now, I just want to be single and work on myself, and work on my healing, and work on my detachment, and work on my codependent codependent whatever, you know. That's when I saw a therapist. That's when my therapist helped me through this, to be like, you would stay in toxic relationship. My one toxic relationship, you guys know, this was for like 7 years. I was in that relationship for the longest time, and it's so wild because me and that person now, we're not good friends, but like when I see him, it's gonna be like, hey, you good? You good? I'm good. I'm gonna be sharp. So I've stayed in that relationship for so long because I didn't know anything other than him. You know what I'm saying? I made him my world. I made him my universe, to an extent where I just wanted to live where he was, in that small bubble with him. So I had to learn to let go of all of that. I had to learn detachment. I had to learn that even in friendships, I'm very, very, I would see my friends and be like, you got yourself a new friend. Must be nice. Must be very nice. Must be delicious. Ooh, scrumptious. You got yourself a new friend. That's very nice. So I had to unlearn all of those things, because like I said, people have lives outside of you, and you need to be okay with that. You need to be totally fine with that, right? So don't ever think that just because when you're codependent, everybody's going to be that, and everybody's going to be welcoming of that. No, people are going to see us clingy and needy, and you don't want that, because that's not who you are, but it's what PTSD and what or childhood trauma has taught you. You get me? So yeah, that is about codependency. And then now we move to healing. Healing from a relationship that didn't work out takes so much time, and I feel like all the steps that I've mentioned now are part and parcel of this is like an overall, this is like a conclusion. You get me? So in order for you to stop detaching, to stop codependency, it comes to one word, which is healing. You have to heal the inner child first. Guys, therapy has helped me so much. You have to heal the inner child first. You have to heal what was taken from you. You get what I'm saying? And also it comes from you, because it comes from within. This is what I keep saying. You can go to a therapist. The therapist can tell you 1, 2, 3, do this exercises, do this. But if it's not coming from you, then it's not going to work. You know, you have to heal the inner child. You have to wake up in the morning and tell yourself, it's okay. I went through so much in my life, but it's okay. I'm here now. And I can't take everything that has happened in the past and put it and bring it back here. I can't do that, because I'm going to be hurting a lot of people. This is why men come back and be like, that girl is toxic. And then we just like, that girl is so beautiful. It's not literally about beauty. You can be the most beautiful woman and you're so toxic. And you don't understand where the toxicity is coming from, because you haven't dealt with the inner child. You haven't dealt with what happened to you. You haven't dealt with past traumas. You haven't dealt with your PTSD. You haven't dealt with what happened when you were still young. So sit down and deal with all of those things and heal from those things first, before you can be like, okay, cool, I'm ready to love somebody else. I'm ready to give myself to somebody else. Don't just because you feel like, this man is cute, he's treating me well, I'm gonna love him. Next thing you start worrying him, telling him, why is he coming home at 7 o'clock and stuff like that. That time he told you that, babe, I'm gonna be home with my mom or whatever like that. You get me? Send me your address, send me your location. Hi, boo. You know, Burna Boy, if you send me a little, relax. So heal the inner child first. Heal what was done to you. And also you have to understand that it's not just for you, it's for the generations to come. You get me? Once you heal, you know that you're going to do something differently from what was done to you. You're going to be a better mom to your children. You're going to be a better dad to your children, because you never had those things. I'm not going to lie to you. once Busani grows older, I definitely want to take him to therapy, because I want him to heal from the fact of not having his father grow up with him. You get what I'm saying? And also worse, because he's going to be a young black man. I don't want to repeat the cycle. I never want to repeat the cycle, you know? So I want to heal the inner child before he decides for himself, it's okay, cool, I want to be in a relationship, I want to be this. I don't want my child to be in a relationship and next thing he's now frustrated and so talakshaya. I'm not saying Busani is going to be, you know, my child is the most sweetest child, but now so shy, he's beating up girls, he's very angry. I never want that. So I want to heal the inner child first, to be like, okay, you didn't grow up with your father, but you don't need to be that man. Do you get me? You need to be the most amazing man to your children, the most amazing man to your wife. You get me? So there's a lot of things that he has to unlearn, because obviously he's not getting that now. I grew up without my father, you know. Obviously there's things along the way that I learned that make me talk like the way I'm talking now, that made me give you advice that I'm giving you now. And there's things that obviously he's going to learn along the way that his father didn't teach him. So I'm going to try my level best for him to get every single knowledge possible, for him to be a better human being for the next person, for his partner, for his kids, for whatever. So yeah, those are the 3 things that I personally felt like I wanted to share with you guys, because I've personally went through them, and that is my healing journey. That is what I went through in order for me to be like, okay, cool, I'm ready to give myself now. Guys, I'm not gonna lie to you, have I not finished feeling like I've healed, I don't think I'd be in a relationship right now. I'd still be single, living my best life. And it's not like I was never approached by guys. I definitely was. But because I was still healing, I just told myself, no, I don't want to be a part of that now, because now I'm going to be toxic to this person. I don't want to be a toxic human being. Never. Do you get me? So I feel like this relationship came at the right time. Like I said, if it ends, sharp. If it doesn't, then I'm going to be like, oh, cool. Thanks, God. But I would have learned to be like, okay, cool, I'm ready now. And if the next one comes, then I'm ready for it, because I've learned that I've healed. I've learned detachment. I've learned not to be codependent. The codependent one is still rocking me, like I said. I will scream here and there, but I just feel like I'm gradually getting to a place where I will be fine and I won't rely on anybody. Guys, codependency is you holding your hands like this to not call somebody because you've already called them 5 times in a day. You don't even know what you want to talk about, but you're gonna call that person because you're just like, I need to live in this person's balls or something like that. Do you get me? So it's very hard. It's very hard, I'm not gonna lie to you. Even worse for me because it's a long distance relationship. Oh babe, I'm in hell, but I'm willing to fight for it because I'm in a good space, you know. So yeah, that is what I wanted to share with you guys. That is what was in my heart, and that is what I've personally went through. You guys know I never ever come here and tell you guys anything that I've never gone through, because I don't want to come and share nonsense. So if you guys want to add on to these ones that you've personally experienced, obviously you don't have to share your personal experience, but if you want to, definitely can leave your comments in the comment section. Let us help each other, let us heal as women, let us all just be ready to receive the love that we so preciously give. You get me? So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. Please do not forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye loves.
I can't believe I believe that